Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious issue with the rival system in universe mode. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to also show you how to kind of work around some of these issues and how to avoid them. My universe. Options. Make sure you're in classic mode. That's where you just get to play everybody. If you're in superstar mode, you can't make any changes to your universe. Unless you go into classic mode, make a bunch of changes, and then switch to superstar mode. And if you find yourself ever not being able to switch from one to the next, it's because you got to play through the remainder of your show, whether it's SmackDown or Raw, okay? Once you're finished with your week, then you can do that. Okay, so I have automatic rivalries off for a couple of reasons, actually, because I want to show you something really neat as well. That makes it so that rivalries aren't automatic. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's get out. Let's go to rivalries. We have 4 slots per show. And by having them empty and never auto-filling, you're also able to do something else, which is fun, but then it ruins what you may be trying to do. So let me get into that. Now let's go to edit shows, because this can be potentially important. Go to your match table here. And I have it so that all my matches are one-on-one false count anywhere matches. 100% chance, there's no limit, including championship belts. Rivalry one-on-one, I have it so that if there were to be a rivalry match, the chance of it being an Extreme Rules match is 100%, there's no limit. You can't select championship here, unless it's a PLE. Premium Live Event, aka fucking pay-per-view. I've tried with this on, off. I've tried all the different match types as well. And we know this to be true that you can, in fact, have a false count anywhere rivalry match or an Extreme Rules match. You can pick anything you want except for last man standing. Okay? So keep that in mind. By default, there's like actually nothing here. Okay? Because by default, your rivalry match will just be a normal match. I don't want it to be a normal match if one were to occur to begin with. And again, we know that to be true because the almighty Xavier Woods does tell us that rivalry match tables are specifically for match types to be used in rivalry matches if they are to occur. Keep this in mind for PLE match tables, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, finally getting to the point. I know, it's taken a while. Now we're going to start our show. We're going to look at roster, rivalries. Again, nothing here. Now let's get into the show. Here is where things get really, really bizarre. You're going to have your show. Some of them are going to have a championship match, and you see that at the bottom. Some are not going to show you anything. Some will show that there's a rival action. Those are the 3 different types. Something with a rival action, something with nothing, and something that's a championship match. Here's an oversight. What if it's a championship match, but there's also a rival action involved? We don't know right now what Jay's up to. We don't know what kind of sneaky bullshit is up his sleeve. So we're going to have to check the rival actions by pushing down on the right analog stick. Ah, we do have a rival action. He plans on doing a post-match disrespect. Well, because there is a rival action listed in the match, you're not going to get your one-on-one falls count anywhere match. It's going to end up reverting to a one-on-one normal match. And because this one was supposed to be a championship match, you're not going to get a championship opportunity either. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. So to fix it, you would just go to rival reactions and you would just remove it and then save. And then it would resume as originally scheduled. So let's get into it right now with entrances on so that you can see that nothing's going to happen here. Okay? And I also chose a post-match one so you would actually see the entrance. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you have the cutscene happening at the beginning, and then you don't hear Mike Rome announcing that it's a title match. So this proves to you that right now it's botched because there's a rival action. The whole rival thing is screwing things up. And that's whether or not rivalries automatically are turned on or off. That doesn't matter. So listen to what he says here.
Main event, Jey Uso.
Just for a second.
Is scheduled for Making his way to the ring from San Francisco,
Okay,
California,
whatever. Right? Not much going on there. Now we're going to have Eddie Guerrero, who's the NXT champion. He's coming out. He's got the belt. We're going to skip that part. This is normally where they would like introduce the belt and the match. Nothing. What happened there? It's a one-on-one. Look at the very bottom underneath the yellow bar where it says quit match. It's now a one-on-one normal match. And that's all because there was a rival action. It completely undoes whatever the match was supposed to be. So we're going to go and we're going to change that. We're going to fix that. But we're not fixing it. We're working around it. It's either you get a rival action and you get a little bit of that RPG immersion, or you get nothing. You don't get the rivalry. So we're going to go into the rival actions, and we are going to remove his disrespectful post-match. Now there's no action. You saw that? I removed it. There's no action now. Right there. Add action. There is none. One-on-one, false count anywhere, and a championship match. Watch the difference now in the entrance. Listen to Mike Rome. And watch where he is.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Falls count anywhere.
For the NXT Championship.
Okay? That's what I'm talking about. That still doesn't fix the underlying issue, but it gives you a workaround. Okay, so we see Jey Uso. Good for him. We're going to skip that scene. We'll skip the scene where he comes in. Now let's watch this part. Right here, see? NXT title. NXT Championship.
Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California.
I was just showing you that this is the real thing. And again, what do you see under quit match? I mean, it's a little bit blurry there because the canvas the same color as the letters. One-on-one, false count anywhere. And it's also a championship match. So I've just proven to you that when you have a rival action, it botches whatever your match was supposed to be, like I said. So that's a problem. But because we have automatic rivalries turned off, we can go to every single match and we can just start adding actions, attacks, mutual aggression, save it, because there's no rivalries. So every single frickin' match, we could just go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, we already have that there. Rival championship match. Oh, sorry. I'm getting, there we go. So this is sort of like the other thing that's kind of cool. If you don't care about your matches being unable to be whatever you want them to be. Okay, so I think that's a glitch. Every single match now has a rival action. So in closing, you gotta pick whether or not you want to choose your match type and have it go according to plan, or if you want to have a rival action going on. And this is irregardless of the fact of whether you chose for automatic rivalries to be turned on or off. However, if you want to cheat and have every single match have those cutscene rival actions, you cannot have automatic rivalries on, because they're going to very quickly fill your 4 slots and you're not going to be able to add any of those rivalry actions. The reason we're able to do that is because we're never actually fulfilling the rivalry system with the 4 slots that you have available by filling them up. We would need an update that allows the rival action to be there or not to not affect what the original match was supposed to be. I think there should also be an additional option as to whether or not we want to have automatic rival actions enabled. So back where I showed you automatic rivalries on or off, maybe have an extra slot down below, automatic rival actions on or off. Or maybe they're not even supposed to be on to begin with if you don't even have a rivalry system, because this is what builds your rivalry. But I don't know. This whole thing is new to everybody, including myself. I'm just speculating. So in closing, once again, if you were disheartened like I was, and you're willing to skip over the rivalry action, you can restore your original match type by simply removing the rivalry action and leaving it blank. I hope this wasn't a completely useless video. I wish I could have made this a 2-minute video, but I don't think that would have been possible. So there you have it. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half and I'll twist it and I'll break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. But if not, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and who knows, maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.